And then Alyssa, Avril, and Macy, you guys are at station 5, which is this back station right here where you guys are doing the game. So everybody go ahead and start moving to the new station that you guys are gonna be at. And then I'm just gonna talk about a couple of things and then we'll get started.
We are doing order of operations with integers. We are doing problems so we can put it on our slides and present it. We play an escape room, and we also do a order of operations rescue so we can do the problems while we have fun doing the games.
I decided to do station rotation and blended learning for this topic because it was 2 topics that the kids know how to do. So one of the topics is order of operations and the other one is integer operations, which is what we did in chapter 1. So we were just morphing those ideas together, and I knew it was going to be a lot of practice, and I didn't want it to be redundant. I didn't want kids doing the same exact thing over and over again or just practicing or doing worksheets. So I want to put them in control of the learning and have it be project-based. While also doing the stations where they were doing something different at every station. And some of the stations were harder and they were working in groups. One station they were taking notes with me. Some of the individual stations they were doing review of just order of operations. So it was a good blend of everything and everybody was doing something different, which kept it exciting and engaging while also getting them a lot of different forms of practice in at the same time.
8, -4 times. Okay, so now if you see them right there, you can turn that into a plus.
-9.
-5 and that's
You would add because they're the same sign.
I did a mix of online stations and offline stations. So for my offline stations, I did a scavenger hunt where the kids were moving around the room and out in the hallway to solve problems. And then I also did board work and that was with the group, so they were doing more challenging problems with their groups at the boards. So they were out of their seats for both of those. Then for my online stations, so my individual online, the students were playing a game where it took them step by step through the order of operations, and that was just a resource that I found online. And then for my group online, I was using Genially I created an escape room, and they were going through that escape room, and there was just different levels. So one of the parts of the escape room was a review, another one was picking which expression equaled the answer that I gave them. So there was different forms for that. And then they were also using Canva to put all of the different aspects of the stations into one giant project. First. Okay, if we see division first, we have to do that first. So left to right.
25.
What color should we have?
What are we going to do first? This positively impacted the student learning because every station they were super engaged with what they were doing. They were also able to help each other out a lot. Even with the individual stations, it made it to the point where they were doing different problems, which was the individual aspect, but they were still helping each other out. It also was interactive because there was games. They always had the end goal of what we needed to put into the project, so they had a goal in mind, which just made them very motivated and made them want to learn.
-5.
times 7, -35.
Oh, never mind. You can't tell.
We always want to make sure that we're moving from left to right, just like we read. I think any teacher can use this group work. I mean, you can really mold it to make it whatever you want to and to do different things, using a lot of the different technology aspects to form it and morph it into what is specific for your content area and really differentiate it for each individual student and group as well. Say one more time. You may write it down.
8 divided by 8.
Come before multiplication, but here it does not. So here we want to make sure we're multiplying 2 and -7 first. When the kids are working in their groups and they get a question right, and you tell them that they got a really challenging question right, they get really excited about it. Or the game we were playing when they were made all 7 rescues, they got really excited and they wanted to screenshot that and put that in the presentation, even though that wasn't part of it. Being able to work with the students one-on-one, especially in the teacher-led station, I feel like that's something that doesn't always get to happen. Normally you're teaching a whole group, and being able to specifically work with 2 or 3 students and really see what they're struggling with, and then helping them out with that, and then watching them succeed after you help them out with whatever they're struggling with. Ooh, I would be positive. Yeah, when we multiply two negatives together, we're gonna get a positive there. This is what you have to do next. 35. We'll just set it up like this. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot. You have to just complete one and then screenshot it. And then once that screenshot's done, you'll copy and paste it, and then you'll keep playing the game. This is the example that you have to put into your presentation. Okay, so my advice would be to go to the board, do that problem, and then take a picture of it. Okay? So Peyton's going to 2. Sierra and Chloe, you guys are going to 3, which is group online. So you're gonna wanna have your Chromebooks. You guys are doing an escape room. Okay? Clay and Damien and Oliver, you guys are going to 1 with me. Andrew, Akar, and Evie, you guys are going to 5. 5 is back here, it's individual online. So you guys are playing a game. I'm really excited to see the students take more control of their own learning in the future with this blended learning and station rotation. And it worked really well, and I'm excited for the future with this.